So for those of you who are fans of the old mid-1960s Batman TV series, and you're my age, we didn't understand campy.
I did. I thought it was fantastic.
We thought it was fun.
I thought it was a cartoon. It looked like a comic book to me.
But it
worked like a comic book.
And it was Batman.
Yeah.
And for some of us, it would cost us many hours and lots of dollars for the rest of our lives.
You specifically.
Thank you, Bob Crane and Bill Finger. Appreciate that a lot. Where was I now? Oh, yeah, this is truly news. Much better than a bad cartoon. Much better than we're better than nothing. So if you would like, subscribe, and follow us, then you would like, subscribe, and follow something that's, better than nothing.
If your life is so mundane.
Yeah. Listen, if your up looks down, like, subscribe, and follow us. We're right there with you. Where was I now? Oh, yeah, and if you have a weird story that you think we could use, and really, what story couldn't we use? And we could use all the help we can get. Send it off to Titter at thisistruereally.network. No, netradio.network. That was it. TITR at netradio.network / bat signal
/
whatever.
:
Don't mention colons to old people.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
The Brownsburg, Indiana Police Department say Sarah Seymour, who taught at Brown Elementary School, forced a 7-year-old student with special needs to eat his own vomit. Deborah Canipe. Deborah Canipe. I'm going with Canipe. An instructional aide was also charged with neglect of a dependent and failure to report. I just made a kid eat his own vomit. You'd think she'd be proud of herself. Police said 3 other school employees watched these 2 women force the student to eat his vomit, but did not alert anyone. Behavioral technician Megan King, instructional aide Kristen Mitchell, and teacher Julie Taylor have been charged with failure to report. All 5 have either quit or been fired by the school system. Now, what I want is a picture of them up on it and a meme that says, "Let's congratulate all teachers." Hello, you there? Have you done a Mitch McConnell?
I have. I've had a stroke. No, I just had to answer a text, and I'm sorry for that.
Oh, okay. Well, I can wait here. I can do my other story, and then you can read your 2 back to back if you'd like some extra time.
No, I'd really not like that.
Or maybe.
Anyway, where was I?
You kids and your phones.
Apparently, Joey is having a little trouble.
Oh, okay.
Where was I? So, remember Jim Croce?
Jim Croce, yeah.
It has nothing to do with him. Donald Matthew Santa Croce is the only reason I mentioned it. He's 65 years old and really, really wants to, what does he want? To go to federal prison. That would make a lousy pop song.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want.
Time in the federal pen, please.
Yeah, that doesn't rhyme with any of it.
So on March 6th, to that end, he entered a Wells Fargo branch bank in Salt Lake City, handed the teller a note.
I have a gub. No, that's an N.
Please pardon me for doing this, but this is a robbery. Please give me $1. Thank you. Well, he might be the politest and cheapest criminal. According to KSL TV, the teller handed over $1, asked Santa Croce to leave, but instead he sat down in the lobby and waited for the cops to show.
Holding the dollar out the whole time.
During his wait, he mentioned it was a good thing he didn't have a gun because the police were taking... Maybe if I shoot out a window, they'll quicken up a little bit here.
Yeah, that'll liven up the party.
Oh, at that point, the manager ushered employees into a locked back room. The arrest report noted that Santa Croce said that if he gets out of jail, he will rob another bank and ask for more money next time. So he'll be sent to federal prison.
Well, he's going to need to make it a felony, so he's got to get enough money.
Don, you're 65.
Now, what the heck?
What's the You had enough time to do the research here, kid.
Yeah.
No excuse for a sloppily planned $1 robbery.
Well, let's move on to actual accident reports, shall we? These are wonderful. There was no damage to the car, as the gate post will testify. How it will testify, I don't know. I assume it has a sign language interpreter.
I'm guessing forensics are hopeful.
I pulled into a lay-by with smoke coming from under the bonnet. I realized the car was on fire, so took my dog and smothered it with a blanket.
Well, boy, that leads to questions.
I pulled away from the side of the road, glanced at my mother-in-law, and headed over the embankment. Whoa! I had one eye on a parked car, another on approaching lorries, and another on the woman behind. They live among us.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I breathed wrong.
I saw her look at me twice.
Nope, still breathing wrong. Go ahead.
Saw her look at me twice. She appeared to be making slow progress when we met on impact. Hi, my name's Tom. How are you? I started to slow down, but the traffic was more stationary than I thought.
So they were made out of expensive paper?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Rice paper, probably. That stuff's really
I would guess.
Yeah.
But it's hard to write on. It's kind of delicate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. We're a stupid species. Yeah, okay. So if you, Scott, have ever dreamed of standing naked in New York City?
You know,
hang on.
I have. Okay, go ahead.
While you're standing naked in New York City, dozens of strangers peering, and artists turn your dozens optimist
dozens puking maybe.
Artists will turn your skin into a work of art. If you've dreamed of that, well, you're listening to the show, so we've discovered something's wrong with you.
This is like those parades they have down in Louisiana and stuff, and down in Brazil, where they get people's bodies painted, and there's a lot of casual nudity. And
this was New York City's, and you may have missed your chance because last Sunday's body painting day is apparently the end of a more than decade-long tradition of artists painting on people and parts that shouldn't be seen in public. The organizer, Andy Golub, of course he is, expects more than, it's this Sunday. I'm sorry. He's expecting 50 people at least will be there to be painted over the 4 hours in Manhattan's Union Square. Well, it's not busy there, so that's okay.
Yeah, I've been to Union Square. It is plenty busy.
Thank you. Golub decided this year's event would be the last because it's time to, quote, move on and clear the plate. Besides, it's not disgusting people anymore. And if we can't discuss people, why would we want to do this even for art's sake? Because right now, art is how fast you can turn someone's stomach, not the beauty and the majesty of what's going on around you. I added most of that last part because Andy's too frickin' stupid to understand any of that. Sorry.
Art, truth or beauty or both.
Yeah. Andy Warhol, by the way, none of his stuff was art. Not a thing.
Some of it was kind of cool, though. I like the Marilyn picture.
Yeah, I keep seeing the soup can.
Right. And I didn't mind that terribly. I wouldn't have it in my house, but
I can go to Coburn's and,
I can buy a few soup cans.
I can stand in the aisle and not pay a cent. Anyway, he said he wants to find different ways of empowering and bringing people together, including a new event next spring, which he didn't elaborate on. After Sunday's body painting is finished, the participating artists and models will march through Greenwich Village. Of course they will. They'll pose for a photo in all their splendor in Washington Square Park, ride a double-decker bus over the Manhattan Bridge, and end the day with a party in Brooklyn. At any point, you suppose clothing suddenly attaches itself to the...
Not unless
not
unless it gets very cold very fast.
Yeah, it's going to be in August, so I'm guessing no. Rats.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.